Going on, y'all? Just tying here. Stripping some feathers right now. I'm gonna strip these feathers down how I would want them. See this one? All right. Could have done a black feather too, I guess. I don't know. This will be fun though. So I guess we're gonna do it like this. We'll do brown wigs. Feather really twisted up. Ah, all right. Let's see. Oh no, tail. I already see the tail there. Cause this thing's kind of long, so I'm trying to like do it at an angle. Cause for some reason it looks hella hazy in here. I was like, why is it so hazy up in here? Even I was like, what the heck? Like, did something break in the house? It's like, what's up with that going on in this place? Dang. Dang, I want to save this for, let's put it in here. Look like a little, gonna make a little mini fly with that little patch that I just cut off. Some other date and time. This was, and then we're gonna put another one in. Oh, should I do it on tap? So it moves a different direction. I just put it so they all go. Let's put it in like that. So it's kind of tilted. Kind of low. Yeah, it looks pretty good. This one's twisting up anyway over here for some reason. Oh, it's this one. It's just twisting all up on its own anyway. So it's kind of like, soon when it hit in the water, it's in the water long enough, it's gonna fix itself. Don't do that. That little tip of the hook, stick it out, because this is a pretty, kind of a gnarly hook, actually. Compared to the other, well, some of the salmon ones are pretty gnarly too. Oh, that's in there. Just want to make sure it's in there pretty good. And then I'm gonna roll it. Ooh, maybe we should turn it the other way. We're gonna leave it. Just leave it. Focus. Trying to get it so you can kind of see this, because it's kind of at an angle. So Susan, hey, release the grease. What's going on? Trying to like rotate it to the side so I can actually. Yeah, I'm super gluing this one. Cause this one is technically it's like a saltwater fly, but I think it would work for bass, or even if you tied this as in salmon colors, you could catch a salmon with it actually. Because I've made some stuff with tails kind of like this, and salmon didn't care as long as they liked it as long as it had the right colors, and then you change the size of it. Sorry. Yeah, that was pretty much that. Rotate. Yeah, it keeps doing that. Like it goes, I want to do focus perfect, and then it'll be like, I don't want to focus perfect no more. And there's something that looks hazy for some reason, and I'm like, what's up with the light? Let's see. Okay, I think I got it. I think we got it. This has a nice 4-inch long tail to it. That might be one of the issues too. Okay, and then so we got our crystal flash in there. I'm gonna put like 2 more strands, just 2 strands on the outside, just because. If I can get this to cooperate with me. So we're just making a string with the lead eye on it. We'll just put this one on top. I don't even have to cut it, just put it on top of it. Right there. Tie it all in, and there's glue in there, so I'm going to put this bucktail in there. And this one doesn't really have bucktail in it, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put like a pinch of bucktail, like kind of like around the back, like that. Just like this yellow and black together. I think it would be kind of cool, just instead of just being like a brown and white through the whole thing. I think it'll look cooler. I think it's just gonna have, to me, it's like turning it to partially into a tractor type of thing by adding the yellow. But this yellow has got a little bit of brown in there. If you can look, it's like, because that's the, this comes from this is the actual tail of the deer and whatnot. I'm trying to stack hairs right now. Just pull these long ones out. I'm trying to use them instead of just throw them down. I'm trying not to waste my hairs if I can. And then B said, "Get that shotgun shell." He told me that last year too, and I was like, "Yeah, you should get a shit one of those and make one." I was telling me something about that before. Should make one. I think I got it now. Roll on it. It's pretty even. It's pretty even now. Want it about like that. Don't want it too long. Because I don't want it to mess up the action of the total action of that thing. So I'm making it kind of short. Yeah, about there probably. Glue's trying to glue it already. And that's the fun part. Maneuvering the bucktail around. I wanted to make sure it was in there though, dude. So before I started. Maneuvering it too much, as you can see. I'm trying to slide some of those hairs down a little bit. A little bit. Howdy touch. Howdy touch. Go back down here. See if I got it. Almost. Not the best, but I'm gonna roll with it. Glue it in and call it good. That hairs. Because these are the ones you don't want to fall apart. That's close. Wipe some of this off and then rotate it for that side glue is in there too far. I got most of it done. That's good. It's got like an accent to it, a little yellow on that side. That's good. It'll work. It should anyway. Turn this. This is the thing. I'm gonna have to glue this eye down somewhere up here too. It rolled real easy. See, that's what get some super glue on that. It's rolling a little bit. And you don't want that. And I'd already glued it in, but I guess I didn't glue it enough to bond to the hook. I don't have cement. Let me get that. Wow. I just glued the mess out of that. Just because of that fact, I was like, yeah, it's gonna, you don't want this coming loose. If you do get something with some teeth on it, right? You would not want it coming loose. Yeah, right there. Just a little bit of patience. There. Move those hairs around a little bit. Well, here we is, they say. Make sure it's got thread. Wrap it right up here too and give it some wraps. See if it's straight. I just glued a mess out of it. And wrap it back here. Right there. I'm actually gonna leave all that glue in there just to go on.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you. At Kelp University, you'll learn in-demand business skills.
And then I think, and I'm gonna do just a grizzly hackle in there. I was gonna do brown in there too, but I think I'm just gonna do grizzly over it, like the standard. You don't have any. If I had a yellow feather, maybe some yellow in there. Can you imagine? Your guilt must fall below the. Or where you know that you. Hey, Kyoshi. What's up, Kyoshi? I ain't seen you in a while. I said, what's up to you in a while? You could come in and hang out for a little bit. Seeing what I was up to. Yeah, I decided to tie this like saltwater, like bass/saltwater like variation worm deal. Yeah, stuff be stuff be going on. That's what you know. I told you my stories. I know you know stuff. Like run your conspiracy theories. No, so it's not conspiracy when certain things become semi-fact to to you, but others can't see it. And you just see stuff going on, and you don't like it. We're just like, I should kind of live in this place with this stuff. Yeah, stuff be just going and stuffing and things, and it's like I was thinking about like just like working on the vehicles and stuff. I'm like, man, it's like it seems like you get something done and something else. Like you get like a little rest, like you feel like okay, and then something then it shouldn't. It's like, God, man, I thought I was done with this already. That's what it's like. I thought we were through with this. It's gonna make this worm. I'm trying to think. I don't know, put legs in it, I think, on this worm. Making it kind of funky on one side because I'm laying all the other pieces in right there. But I'm not too concerned with this one being like that because it's basically like a woolly bugger. And it's got these lead eyes. I think it's gonna be pretty balanced still. Just a lot of thread wraps right now just to get it down. I kind of wasted thread there, but I'm just using the old unit thread. So on this one, and then I'm just gluing these lead eyes in, make sure it won't spin anymore. Yeah, it's just like I had a bunch of weird. We had some weird stuff, and already happened, and I'm like, something happened like too in my household. It was really weird. I was like, some like long last family member just pop up out of nowhere. Like you're like, you just happen to show up when all this other stuff done happen. This doesn't seem right either. Something's off. Something's off. I'm like something, and I'm like, he might not. I was like, this person might not even be related. This might be some kind of. This may be like something of movies going on right here. All right, so we're gonna wrap this chenille around here. Yeah, this is why I wasn't really worried about the body being of this fly being like too messed up. And I glued everything in hopes that when I wrap that feather, I don't break it. There was one I was tying, but I didn't tie it live. Actually, no, I was tying it live and it broke. Like, and then the camera went out, And then that feather broke, and I was like, well, I guess it broke at the right time. So like I untied it, started to stream again. I was like, nobody saw that. Because I've had problems with this feather from where I got it, kind of, and I've been having to kind of like reinforce them and stuff when I've been using them. I've only tied a couple flies, and I tied a dry fly with it, but it's kind of more meant for wet flies. But I tied like a really small dry fly with it, and it looked pretty good. And I was like, I don't know about this stuff. I think I will do this. Will I do that? I'll leave it like this. And we'll just do it like this. I think the glue is gonna hold it. And I'll be able to do a little. Yeah, I might be able to do like a fun little. Let's do it like this. I might be able to do a fun little move. We'll glue tie it in on this side like this. See if I can do a cool move without having to. Only because there's glue on it. Maybe only because there's glue on this right now. We're just gonna try it. It's gonna be kind of difficult because I don't have one of those cradles, so I have to use this thing. I'm gonna use this other thing as a cradle right now. I got a cup over here. Here's my cradle now, so I can wrap this feather. Hey, Kia, what's up? We're trying to try this little kelp worm with this grizzly feather here. There we go. And I'm trying not to break it because I had one break on me, and I was like, man. This one's a little bit of thicker feather, so I don't think it's going to break on me. I'm trying to get snug down in there. And I think I'm going to tie it in. Actually, you know what? I might tie it in. Let's see if we can do it. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. We're going to try it, though. Once I get it. Well, that went underneath, didn't it? Oh, it went over the top. Come on. Yeah, life be throwing some curves, I tell you what. No matter who you are, what you're going to do, you've been sitting there like, what is going on right now? Jesus, there was something crazy that happened. I thought, oh my God, what the heck? I was like, what the heck? Trying to get that feather out of there. There you go. I think I got it. Get a pin or something. Get in there. We're gonna go underneath that. Now we can bring our bobbin over. Just pinch. I'm just trying to get it super snug. That's all it is. I'm almost pulling it so snug. As I said, I was trying to tie this one pattern. I broke it. I said, pop. I said, oh no. I was like, I'm being too heavy-handed right now. I said, oh well. I was like, better that than it would have pulled. The feather would have pulled out. Came loose. So not even gonna worry about too much because I don't know what I want to do. Strong glue to itself. Sorry, I was out of frame. It's jumping all over the place, yes. I was fighting this feather, and this base be moving. This base moves so crazy. And the size of this fly, it's not a huge fly, but it's just I'm just kind of like, we're having a tussle here, a match, basically. I decide if I want to tie in that chenille like that and cut it, or if I want to wrap it. I think I'm just gonna cut it there, and then I'm just gonna wrap in a little brown on the front. I think.
What's the secret to pink out? Doing micro
I was just kind of seeing how it looked because I could do one more wrap with that. But I was like, you know what? I was just kind of seeing how that would look. I think I should pick the better feather too, but I was like, this one will be really long around the body and it'll probably look cool. It'll look cool. We got the tools. Thinking about Cheech and them guys the other day. I was like, talking about that fly again. I forget what that pattern is. It was like a Bendino fly. I was like cracking up. I was like, man. Like these guys are. Oof, I'm cracking up. I said, where'd they come up with this? Now I need a head and feather. That's what I need. Head. Yeah, my lighting is just like, it was like, I don't know, maybe maybe you should have to change the type of bulb in here. Oh. I think that's what I want to do. Change the type of bulb that's up there because then we're gonna wrap a head feather in there, and I don't know if it's not quite long enough, guys. Well, let's see what it looks like. Oh no, you know what? Okay, damn it. I'm looking at the other feather in here. I'm like, is that close enough? There ain't nothing. There's like almost no feathers in this one that's like that big, that wide. That's what the problem I'm having right now. They're all kind of short looking feathers. I want brown. Maybe we can put we'll just use black instead. Then. Use just black feather instead, cause the hackle's like not gonna match up with the other one. I don't think quite right. Even though the fly's pretty much done, I want to put like a spot on it. I have one up here. Do I? This one might work. Maybe. Maybe that's it. I never do anything. Maybe it might work. Let's see. Let's see if it looks any different. I think this is gonna be easier to wrap, and it's gonna push this back so it won't be all. I don't know. Kind of keep it moving in there, I guess. But it probably will move pretty good without it. Yeah, it's like, is that really gonna? It's like you start thinking about it, you're like, I mean, it's fine like that, it's good. It's done, like right there. But and then it's got its little tail back there, to move, and it's got a little fish hair in there, a little bit of crystal flash, a dash, a bucktail. It should move really good. It's like little parts, like, do you want to put that tag, like little? And I don't have one that's quite. Maybe I could put one of these in there. How about that? See if I can use this. See, but then you put one of these in. You put this kind of feather in, and I'll be trying to save these ones. Oh, this one will work. Maybe. No. God, I got bird to come home. Look for the right one. These ones kind of have it. Let me see. Picking through them. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. We're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna try to use one from this. What is this, like? It's like Royal Coachman or something. But it's like, sometimes they have, to the rooster, they got the black feathers on the tail. So I'm gonna use one of the roosters, the tail feathers. Just the little tip of it's barely brown. I don't know if you can see it. But I'm just gonna wrap it in, hit it first like that. It probably would have been nice to put a little piece of black back there too. But I'm trying to hold on to some of these feathers from that one because they have they have that sheen to them. And I use those sometimes for other types of woolly buggers, like the trout ones. Almost for me, I'm like, I don't fish enough big stuff, so it's like I'd rather hold on to them. Yeah, I don't care if it looks too crazy up here. Yeah, a little glue up there. Yeah, we're just gonna put like a little collar on it. A couple reps. Trying to get 3. Put this last one in. Pew. Pew. Oh, Western side. Clint Eastwood movie. Classic. There it goes. That worked out better. Let's roll it. That worked out a little better. I made it a little bit like thick there, but to me it's like whatever. As long as it's like somewhat balanced right, and it'll swim right. I'll just go in there like this. Wrap up food. Get in there. Yeah, I use super glue on a lot of stuff, but now I've been using it for a few things because of the sculpins, tying some sculpins and stuff. And when those some things have these lead heads and stuff, I'm like, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't have that problem much. I do have that problem on the jigs too. Sometimes the jig will try to roll on there. Sometimes when you're putting all that material in there, it's like, ooh, might roll on me. So it's back up. Now you can see like where that glue is at though. Where I was like, I can't really quite. It's like not quite there. But I wanted this like little bit of, I wanted a little accent to it. And the accent actually looks pretty good. And it has like a sheen to it that this particular feather from that hen off of the coachman. And the same thing with any of the roosters. You can, if you get like a full cape, obviously anybody who ties can kind of know. Sometimes you'll get a few of the black feathers from the tail and the rooster kind of like in there from off of a full, so you can take them and do some little fun things, but you only get so many of those feathers off of them, off a cape, and they look a little different and off the different roosters, because they have like the grizzly roosters and they have like the coachman color, and then one that are more fully brown, and they have all the different types of chicken birds out there. Fun though. I was telling my friend, I said, send me feathers. You haven't sent me no feathers. You haven't sent me no feathers yet. Like, just send me the feathers. I was like, you got chicken. You got rooster. You have like, I think she even has like a coachman style rooster, almost like a royal coach in that color rooster walking around. It's like, just send me. I was like, if you see him blowing around, and you're like, oh, it's a decent feather, just put it in a little bag. Put it off the side. And just ship it to me. I was like, just ship me the feathers. Trying to get that in there, but I don't want to stick those feathers together because they look so beautiful. They're not putting too much in there. I'm gonna ruin it. Almost did. Yeah, I don't want those to stick together. There we go. That little glue, get out of there. Man. Some people hate picking at this glue and stuff, but I don't mind. Shoot. If it'll work, right? There we go. See if I can zoom. See if it'll focus. Oof. Why? Yeah, like it just be. Ooh. Oh. Put my hand in front of it. Okay. Oh. Like I don't know why. Yeah, it freaks out, I guess. Close. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird, the lighting. It's so weird. But there it is. So it's like a kelp worm basically. And then all I did was just add a little fish hair, fish hair, and then some white fish hair and some like crystal flash in there, and then just put a couple strands on the on the top, and then some bucktail. Keep it in there, and then I started like back here because I did, just in case they have enough teeth to get up there to get to that spot and get through there. Because if I ever do throw this on something or even just mess around with it at the ocean somewhere, I'm pretty sure there's something toothy might get a hold of it. Lingcod or flies like this they get tore up pretty bad if you start catching stuff with them. Really catching a lot of fish with them. They start, especially if there's toothy stuff around. That's another thing. So you could like make this same thing in any color you want, or just solid black or green or brown, and you can take get a wire and wrap a wire around this too, the body with the hackle. So then at least you have less. The fly will last a little longer. I was thinking about putting legs in, but it looks so good like it is. Like I feel like legs would ruin it. Now that I think about it, I was like, I'm gonna put legs in, but now that I've like done all that to tied all that in, I'm like, would I really want to take this and then put the legs in there? You're gonna have legs too. It would probably look really nice still and add action to it. I'm like, nah, I think it's good. See if I can get it like really close so you can kind of really see, because it's the sliding is so, it changes when a hand gets in the frame, as you can see. And then you can kind of see I made it kind of messy on the bottom. It's a little bit messy down there. It's a little eyes a little crooked a little bit. Just a little here. Let's take it out here and see how it feels. Should roll though, or at least to the side though. Yeah, it feels like it would. Yeah, feels like it would roll to the side. Yeah, like slightly. Just slightly. I'd look at it, I'm like, oh, my eyes tripping. Oh yeah, it's in there. Yeah, it's not going nowhere. Yeah. Ooh, kelp worm. Oh, cool little kelp worm type of pattern thing. See, now it wants to act right. Oh, short lived. There we go. You kind of see it. It's kind of like right in the perfect focus almost right now. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you for hanging out. Watch me tie a little kelp worm, a little variation of a kelp worm. Enjoy. Catch you next time. Thank you, Kelsey, for coming and hanging out. Traveler, Kia, Rude. Thanks for coming out and hanging out for a bit. Release to the grease. Thanks for watching me tie this one up for a little bit. Catch y'all later.